Good morning. This is FloorDaily.net, and I'm Kemp Harr. This morning, my guest is Blake Dennard, the Senior Vice President of Sales and Marketing for Kaleen. Blake, how you doing?
I'm good, Kemp. Thanks for calling today.
Yeah, I want to check in with you because you just got back from the Highpoint Market, and I thought I'd ask you how the show was going. But before we get to that, let me just ask you, how's business?
Business is brisk. We've been blessed this year. Of course, we have supply-side issues like everybody else, but I don't think we're quite in as bad of a spot in some places as others are. We've got pretty fair inventory right now, so that's spurring our rug business along. And our broadloom business is through the roof. So this year has been very good, and we're expecting a good fourth quarter. So
the way I translate that is you're telling me that business is maybe up as much as 20%?
Yeah, rug side, our business is close to 20%, and on a broadloom, we're well over 80% increase. So
wow.
2020. And the good thing is we didn't suffer too much in 2020, so we're not up against bad numbers. Yeah, business is very good right now. We're pleased with everything, and we're hoping for, as I said, a big fourth quarter and a big first part of 2022.
Well, what do you attribute that growth? That's fantastic growth. That's through the roof.
We've had some good introductions product-wise, some real winners, but really, having inventory on the shelf right now is really the key. We've got buyers looking for product, especially on the rug side, and having that product on the shelf has really helped us grab some orders and grab some customers that we frankly haven't been doing business with in the past and are now doing monthly business with. Having that inventory on the shelf has been very good for us.
Yeah, just to remind folks that, Kaleen, most of what you sell is coming out of Asia.
Yeah, we pull our handmaids out of India, and then we have a full machine-made line, indoor rugs and indoor-outdoor rugs. We're pulling out of Turkey, Egypt, and a few higher-end indoor-outdoor rugs out of India.
And most everything you sell is made out of wool, too, right?
Absolutely. Our broadloom division is almost 100% wool.
Yeah. In
our rug division, we're about probably 65% wool, and then the remaining synthetics.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's talk about the show. When we start thinking about shows for furniture and rugs and that area that you play in, I guess the Highpoint Market has kind of risen to the top. Of all the markets that are out there, it's kind of the premier one, isn't it?
It definitely has been, although our Las Vegas market was a great show. This Highpoint show that we just got back from last night was better attended, and actually the attendance is kind of getting back to the pre-COVID attendance level, but versus Vegas, which was not very good attendance, but we wrote actually more business in Vegas than we did at Highpoint. So while we were a little busier this week, we didn't write quite as much business. Hopefully those numbers get back, but it was a good market. We just had an outstanding Vegas. That's what pushed out ahead.
All right, so from a traffic perspective, I've also talked to a couple other people that were there, and they said it was probably 60 to 70% of normal. Is that what you'd say?
Probably right around there. We're getting back. Our appointment list was good. We did have some people cancel at the last minute due to some concerns, but overall it's getting close. Not quite back all the way, but the attendance level was definitely better at this one than it was the last Highpoint and better than it was the last World Market out in Vegas.
Mm-hmm. Now, you're calling on retailers, and retailers have a pretty good pulse on what the consumer's doing, so they still optimistic about the future of business growth?
Absolutely. The dealers we're talking to and the customers we're seeing, they are looking for inventory going right into the holiday season, which is a very, very big season for the area rug business. People redecorating their house for the holidays, and our dealers are looking for product to put on their shelves. They're in the kind of the same spot everybody else with a supply side issue, and they are looking to buy product. That's translating into good sales for us, having not great inventory levels, but definitely better than most.
Now, were people wearing masks, or was that kind of that's in the Carolinas. A lot of times they have a rule and they don't abide by it. What was going on there?
Yeah, that's kind of the scenario we saw there. I would say probably out of everybody walking the halls, probably 30-40% of the people would have a mask on. The rest didn't.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to communicate when you don't have that on. Were they requiring proof of vaccine or anything like that?
No vaccine requirements or anything like that.
Okay, got you. So let's think about shows for a minute. A lot of people scratching their head about surfaces and stuff like that. What's your plan for February on surfaces?
We are definitely going to be there. We're looking for a big show there. That's always a great show for us. I really think that surfaces market, and then we've got a world market right before it, a furniture market. Market about a week prior to it. We're expecting big turnouts for both of those.
Okay, good. That's good. I don't mean to seem pessimistic about it, but we're all kind of scratching our head about whether people are going to show up.
Yeah. We judging from what we've seen over the last 3 markets, Highpoint, then World Market, and then back to Highpoint again, we've seen steady increases in traffic at all 3 of those. So I'm hoping that carries over into not only surfaces but World Market for our rug side of our business.
You just can't sell these programs on Zoom, can you?
No, it's very, very difficult. We do a lot of Teams meetings and Zoom meetings and talk about strategy with our customers and what they're needing. But when it comes right down to showing product and getting product placed, you almost have to be there, especially on the carpet side of our business. We really like to be there in front of our customer and let them touch and feel.
All right, Blake, thanks so much for spending time with the listener and telling us what happened in North Carolina at the Highpoint Market. Been talking to Blake Dennard, the Senior Vice President of Sales and Marketing with Kaleen, and you've been listening to Kemp Harr and FloorDaily.net.